Mi says that her family teases her for having thick, round legs like a boy. But really, she is the perfect autumn night sky trapped in a woman's body. When she laughs, you feel night wind blowing through leaves, making them blush and change color. When she laughs, you feel the breath of stars and lunar eclipses under her eyelids. Johnny dances to songs he half understands in English. His hairstyle's like 1.5 decades out of style, and maybe that brother should button up his silk shirt just like 1 or 2 buttons more. But he's just spent 10 hours today at his job under cars, fixing them up for people who assumed his slant eyes was sabotaging their good old American steel as much as he was fixing them. So who are you to criticize him about what he wears at the club? Viet is, as her name suggests, Vietnamese as hell. She only eats Vietnamese food, watches Vietnamese films, speaks fluent Vietnamese, reads Vietnamese literature, hangs out with Vietnamese people, only dates Vietnamese people, and is bisexual so she can be attracted to twice as many Vietnamese people. She drives a Korean car, which is not Vietnamese, but as close as she can get. Huey's real name is Hui, and he tells you he may be a descendant of the Nguyen kings, but he's all queen, baby, recognize. He's been on his feet all day at his job at the casino, sliding playing cards like ninja stars across green felt tables. And he wants to forget those faces. They could be his father, mother, grandfather, grandmother. Their dreams of fortune crash with the gentle sound of cards flipping onto their bellies. Twee's daddy is a Buddhist, and her mama's a Catholic. And tonight, she's holding up a rum and coke and toasting to non-denominational sin, baby. No, she would not like to dance with you, but thank you for asking. She is here in the club to be seen and to chain smoke. Like the cigarettes are burning embers, are beacons, paradise dangling just out of reach at the tip of her nose. And her best friend, Vin, who's been in love with her since the 5th grade, sits with her like he does every night. And though he wishes he could be a cigarette filter so he could know the stain of her lipstick kiss, he says nothing. He has given up on love, but he's not given up on Long Island iced teas. And so tonight he's here to drink and forget the woman he's secretly in love with. Last name, Nguyen, all of them. They're not related, but they're more related than any of them will ever know. They sell cars in Orange County. They sell shoes in Queens. They hustle from White Bear Lake to Frogtown, Minnesota. They drawl their way in your heart through Virginia and Texas. They lost everything to Katrina in New Orleans. They fight for their lives every day in Boston. They bake mango cheesecakes in Oakland and San Francisco. Where they live affects how they feel about the weather and whether or not they say yes when you ask them to step out of their front door for some karaoke or late night Chinese food. They sneak banh mi sandwiches into bad movies, and they don't see themselves up on that silver screen enough to wish that they were on them. They gamble too much, and they smoke too much, and they look great playing billiards, and their feet hurt, and they've been working all day, and they are none of your business. They are one story for every Vietnamese body, one song for every voice that sings. Every Vietnamese name is like a tattoo we all wear, a burst of color we dig deep into our skins.
Minnesota Original is made possible by the Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund and the citizens of Minnesota.